Okay, this is the part 1 of the AdMaths paper 1 SPM trial discussion. Okay, you all have sat for the paper a couple of days ago, and this is a discussion of the answer lah. Okay, the answer that you all are waiting for. I hope that you have your answer sheet ready, and you can choose to mark it lah. Kalau kamu mau tanda, kamu boleh tanda if you want. Okay, but if you want to write down the answer, then don't forget to use a different pen lah. Okay. All right, let's get down to business. So this is the first question. The variables x and y, okay, are related by this equation. Okay, so first of all, bila kamu menghadapi sebarang soalan, yes, this is also dikira sebagai teknik menjawab if you want lah. Okay, ini teknik menjawab yang sangat lama ini. Saya buat khas untuk pelajar saya. Hebat kan? Okay, so whenever you are faced with a question, always ketahui dahulu what is this chapter. Okay, this is a very important step. Okay, if you don't know what chapter this is from, then you don't know what is the thing that you need to do to solve it. Okay, and this is always a problem dengan ramai murid AdMath. Dia baca soalan tapi dia tidak tahu dari bab mana. So especially soalan yang melibatkan K-bar. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. Okay, who can tell me what chapter this is from? Ya, saya minta respon ini. Kalau saya satu orang bercakap,
Linear
saya
law.
pun akan tahu. Okay, thank you. Linear law. Sorry I don't know siapa yang cakap lah. Okay. Wow. Okay, fine. Linear law. Thank you. Yeah, those of you with audio problems may need to just type out. Okay, so this is from linear law. Now, in linear law, you know that the equation is not what it seems. Okay, dia punya equation kadang-kala akan berubah. So, kalau linear law, okay, you find that this is a straight line. That means dia sudah jadi linear. Okay, if they show you a straight line, means it's already linear. So you know that the equation that will be y, because this is our y-axis, equals to, this is our dono punya kecerunan, and then our axis is x squared plus, don't know what is your this one lah. Okay, I'm going to put the letter g lah, because g is our y-intercept. So the question is, what is our kecerunan, what is our gradient, and what is our y-intercept? Okay, so ini yang kita mesti set dalam kepala. Kalau sudah dijadikan linear, if it has already been linear, so this is what it will look like. But look at the equation given. It is xy equals to yada yada yada. Means this one is the non-linear equation. So obviously you have to change non-linear to linear. Perhatikan I haven't even looked at the question no. I just have to set in my mind okay, ini kemahiran yang saya sudah belajar dahulu dalam bab ini. Bila saya mendepani dengan linear law, saya mesti ada dua benda, iaitu non-linear equation and linear equation. Kenal pasti mana satu. Okay, and then of course tukar the non-linear to linear. So if our non-linear is xy equals to 12x minus 4x cubed, saya mau tukar xy menjadi y. So obviously saya kena bahagi semua dengan x. So I'll get y equals to 12 minus 4x squared. Okay. Now, cuba kamu tengok bentuk ini, dan of course tengok bentuk inilah yang kita sudah jangkakan dia menjadi linear. Obviously this needs to be changed a little bit. So y equals to negative 4x squared plus 12. Saya ubah ini sikit untuk menjadi begini. Now, daripada perbandingan ini, kamu boleh bagi tahu saya sudah kecerunan berapa? Negative 4. My y-intercept will be 12. Which means this number here is 12. Okay. Jadi, to convert the equation xy to linear form to obtain a straight line graph, so this is this one. Kalau kamu tulis dalam bentuk begini atau dalam bentuk begini, tetap dikira sebagai satu markah. Okay, I think so lah. Oh yeah, it's one mark. Sorry. Okay, now state sahaja, okay, the gradient of the straight line. So the gradient is negative 4. Okay, coordinates of G. Now, I know G is 12, tapi soalan minta koordinat. So if they give coordinates, so you would have to give me at least 0 and 12 begini. Okay, 1 mark here, 1 mark here. Tiada jalan kerja ini. I mean, this is the only jalan kerja lah. Tukar ini kepada ini dan kasih bandingkan sahaja. Okay, so it is a very straightforward question, which as I said, dia bermula dengan kamu mesti tahu ini soalan dari bab mana. Okay, and this is the question yang semua orang saya target ini semua orang mesti betul, because everyone in every kumpulan linear law is one of our targets. So this one you should get this correct. Okay, kalau tidak betul, it's okay. Watch this video again and ingat macam mana cara mau buat. This is a very straightforward question. Okay, so this is the answer lah. This one, ini atau inilah. Kalau kamu tertukar dalam bentuk begini, tiada masalah juga. This is still linear, this is also linear. Just cuma tertukar tempat sahaja. This one gradient equals to -4. Tiada tulis M, tiada masalah. Tapi koordinat mesti ditulis begini. Kalau kamu tulis G equals to 12, ini salah. Okay, because soalan terang-terang dia minta coordinates. So you must give your answer in coordinates. Okay, now if you have any questions, you can always unmute yourself and ask me. Actually better to unmute yourself and ask me, because kalau kamu tulis dalam chat kan, sometimes I will miss the chat. Okay, but if you have any questions, you can just anytime interrupt and just say, excuse me, I have a question. Okay, terus kamu boleh tanya. If no questions, I will carry on lah. Okay, next question. Question number 2. Okay, so same thing. Bila kita berdepan dengan soalan, kenal dahulu apa dia punya chapter. What chapter is this from? Okay, this is obviously from vector lah. Okay, because ada simbol-simbol vector semuanya. Okay, so diagram 2 shows this one OR, OS, OT. Okay, semua bermula daripada O. Okay, thank you. So find the value of M and N such that OR plus MOS equals to NOT. So this is the beauty of this question. Soalan ini sudah memberi ini dengan kamu. Okay, all you have to do is substitute and compare. Okay, remember vector kita jarang sekali kasih pindah-pindah. We always substitute and compare because we use the power of the equal sign. So you have OR. OR is -1i plus 2j. Okay, you can do it like this if you want. Okay, sorry, plus M. OS is 3 and 1. So 3i plus 2j equals to N OT 8 and 5. So 8i plus 5j. Okay. Then after that what you do is kamu kembangkan dan kumpulkan dan lepas itu bandingkan. Okay. So the step is expand. Expand. Kumpulkan, group them. Okay. Group them together. Then compare. Okay. So when you expand this, you get -i plus 2j plus 3mi plus 2mj equals to 8ni plus 5nj. Now, then after that, kita sudah expand. So the next step is kasih group. Group according to the i's and the j's. So the I will be -1 plus 3m. Okay, I. Plus 2 plus 2m j. Okay, this j and this j kita kasih kumpul. Equals to, same thing, kita jangan ubah ini. 8ni plus 5nj. Okay, so kita sudah kasih group. The next one is to compare. 3i and 2j, not 3i and 1j. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Alicia, for telling me. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. So Nasib baik ada Elisha yang prihatinkan, yang lain semua diam je ikut. Apa ini? Hafizlah, stop annotating. Thank you, Elisha. Thanks. Okay. Gosh. Sorry, 3i and 1j. So this is 1mj. So this is 2 plus 1m lah. Okay. Thanks Alicia. Okay, so after you group, then you compare. So when you compare, kita compare the I and then compare the J. Kalau kita compare I, negative 1 plus 3m equals to 8n. And then compare the J, you get 2 plus m equals to 5n. Okay, then once you have done the compare, then you do simultaneous equation to find the m and the n. Okay, saya hanya tunjuk kamu sampai sini saja. This is Form 3 stuff, which I hope that you know lah. Okay, all I know is the final answer is n equals to 1, m equals to 3. Okay, but the reason why I'm discussing this question with you is because I want you to know the steps. Okay, whenever we do a vector question, especially when they give such a, dia sudah obviously bagi dia punya hubungan. Okay, all you have to do is just kasih ganti dan kasih compare. Okay, so we expand, group, and then we compare. Always these 3 steps. This is the basic skill of any vector question. Expand, group the i's and the j's together, and then we compare. Now, there's another way. Ada satu lagi cara untuk menjawab inilah. Besides using the I and J, you can also use the vector method. Okay, I'm going to change to a new slide now. So the matrix method. The matrix method will be like this: negative 1 and 2 plus m 3 and 1 equals to n 8 and 5. Okay, so ini adalah cara matrix which actually can be easier for some lah, especially kalau kamu jenis orang yang tidak suka ini I and J. So you can actually write down these coordinates macam bentuk translasi. Okay, also no problem. Bolehkah itu? Ya, betul. Boleh tidak. Kalau kamu tidak mau tulis I dan J, you have to do this. Okay? If you do it like this, you have to write the I and J. Okay? So, dia bergantung lah. Kalau kamu tulis, okay, if you write negative 1, 2 plus m, 3 and 1, okay, ini tiada maksud, this has no meaning at all in mathematics. So, this I won't accept. Okay, so if you want to do, you should do it like this. Okay, then after that you buat macam biasalah. So negative 1 plus 3m equals to 8n. Okay, so ini lebih senang lihat. So kau nampak sudah apa? On top is on top, at the bottom is at the bottom. Okay, 2 plus m equals to 5n. Terus kau nampak begitu. Okay, you either do it this way, the matrix way, which is easier, or I and J. Okay. Now there is also another one lah, okay. Dan saya pernah cakap ini, tapi ini bukan satu nasihat yang begitu baik lah. Actually, kalau paper 1 kan, paper 1, if your answer is correct, then everything is correct. So no matter how you did the answer, nobody will look lah. Okay, dia tidak akan tengok. Sebab dia punya pemarkahan adalah kalau jawapan kamu betul, semua betul lah. Okay, dia tidak akan tengok kamu punya jalan kerja. Masalahnya adalah kalau jawapan kamu salah, then they will have to look at your jalan kerja. So let's say you do your own way, you know, tanpa menulis I dan J lah. Dan kau dapat jawapan betul. Itu kamu sangat bertuah lah, tiada masalah. But let's say you do your own way, and then you get the wrong answer. Let's say you get N sama dengan 2, M sama dengan 4, contoh lah. Okay. Dan terpaksa itu pemeriksa melihat kamu punya jalan kerja. Dan dalam jalan kerja kamu, kalau kau tidak tulis I dan J, then tiada markah lah. Okay, because sudahlah jawapan kamu salah, kamu punya jalan kerja pun tidak betul. Okay. Okay, this is a good question. Kalau saya substitute itu I sama J, pergi X sama Y. Boleh, tiada masalah. Tapi, mesti ada cacing. Mesti ada cacing. Kalau kau tulis, okay, if you write negative 1x plus 2y tanpa cacing, okay, dia akan jadi masalah kalau jawapan kamu salah. Kalau jawapan kamu betul, okay, nobody is going to look at your jalan kerja. Okay, macam mana buruk pun kau punya jalan kerja atau macam mana pelik pun jalan kerja kamu, if your answer is correct, you get the full marks. Okay, ini paper 1 lah. Paper 2 lain cerita. Okay, paper 1 dia punya pemarkahan adalah begini. Interestingly enough, paper 1 is known as an objective paper. Mesti kamu tidak tahu ini kan. Paper 1 is known as an objective paper sebab objective paper is jawapan betul-betul lah. Okay, kita selalu mistake pakai objective paper is A, B, C, D. Actually salah. The word objective means kita lihat secara keseluruhan. Kalau betul-betul, kalau salah-salah, itu je. Okay, so I mean, ini pun saya baru tahu lah. Okay, that actually dari segi terminologi, paper 1 is actually an objective paper. It is not an MCQ lah, tapi dia objektif. Sebab dia tengok jawapan dahulu. Jawapan kamu betul, semua betul. Jawapan kamu salah, dan dia akan tengok jalan kerja. So ini bukan alasan untuk kamu menghero-herokan diri ya. Okay, ini saya bercakap kepada siapa-siapa yang rasanya dia malas buat jalan kerja. Sebab mau kononnya mau hero. Okay, I have had students like this before. They think they're so hebat kan, so they only write their answers in the paper. Okay. This is called a hero complex lah. So dia fikir dia sangat hebat kan, terus dia tulis jawapan saja. Langsung dia tidak tulis jalan kerja. Okay, so it is not something that I would advise you to do lah. Okay, because it is just pure stupidity lah. Okay, so make sure to cover your bases. Alright, so salah satu ini betul, satu markah, ini satu markah, ini satu markah. Okay, if you get either one of these relations correct, you get 1 mark. You get n equals to 1, 1, m equals to 3, 1 mark. Okay, but of course, if you get both, then you get the full mark lah, automatic. Okay. All right. Question number 3. Table 3 shows this one. Okay, so you have 2 classes, 5 Seroja and 5 Melati. Okay, and then each have boys and girls. So the question is again this lah. What question is this? What chapter is this from? Okay, somebody is annotating on my screen. So annoying. Okay, what chapter is this from? This is from probability. Okay, probability chapter. And this chapter adalah probability yang senang, yang per sahaja. It's not probability distribution. Okay, so a student is chosen at random from each class if the probability that both students are of a different gender is 1/4. Kebarangkalian bahawa kedua-dua orang murid yang terpilih adalah berbeza jantina dan kamu mau pilih satu orang sahaja. Okay, so let's consider this lah. There are 4 situations over here. Okay, so we want, what is the probability of choosing a boy from Seroja? This will be x over, what is the total? The total is 24 plus x. Okay, kebarangkalian untuk memilih lelaki. Kebarangkalian untuk memilih perempuan is 24 over 24 plus x. Because the total number of people in Seroja is 24 plus x. What is the total number of people in Melati? It's 24 lah, 22 tambah 2. Sedihnya di kelas Melati kan 2 saja lelaki, 22 perempuan. Gembira lah, yeah, maybe it's good news for the boys lah. Okay, so what is the probability of choosing a boy from Melati? It will be 2 over 24. Manakala choosing a girl from Melati, it will be 22 over 24. Now, if the probability that both students are of a different gender, kamu pilih salah satu daripada setiap kelas tapi dia mesti jantina berlainan. Which means that we are talking about 2 groups. Okay, this is group 1. Kamu pilih seorang lelaki daripada Seroja dan seorang perempuan daripada Melati. That's group 1. The second group will be the other one lah. Okay, kamu pilih perempuan daripada Seroja dan Melati daripada, lelaki daripada Melati. Okay, so this probability plus this probability equals to 1/4. So what I will get, I mean, how would I write this lah? Okay, how would I write this? Would be, oh dear, do I have enough space? Can lah. You know what? I'm going to change to the next slide. I hope you have copied this lah, but this is how I would write this. So it'll be x over 24 plus x 24 plus X times 22 over 24, group 1. Okay, group warna hijau tadi. X over 24 plus X times 22 over 24. Kenapa darab? Sebab dia berlaku serentak. Okay, plus, then the other group, the blue group. Okay, 24 over 24 plus X times 2 over 24. 2 over 24. This one equals to 1 over 4. Okay, then you simplify this to get the final answer X lah. Okay, so actually this is 1 mark, this is 1 mark, and then after the long jalan kerja kan, you get the final answer X equals to E6. Okay, it's 1 mark. Yeah, I know. So you see jalan kerja ni sangat panjang kan. So ini adalah matematik biasa. So there's no mark for matematik asas lah. Okay, ini kemahiran-kemahiran yang kamu pelajari dalam matematik tambahan. So even if you cannot get the final answer, you must know how to membentuk the two kebarangkalian. Okay, kalau kau tidak tulis ini tambah pun tiada masalah. Ini 1 markah, ini 1 markah. Okay, just for the fact of, oh okay, saya pilih 1 orang lelaki dari Seroja dan 1 orang perempuan dari Melati dan terbalik. Okay, so this is the pecahan markah lah. Now, this jalan kerja, I hope that you can try yourself and do lah. Okay, tapi saya tidak akan tunjuk di sini, saya mau tunjuk kamu the skill yang kamu perlukan. Okay, so please try to do this lah. It's actually very basic calculation. Okay. Alright, question number 4. The height of a ball in t seconds after it has been thrown vertically upwards is given by this. H equals to negative 5t squared plus 15t plus 1. So find the time when the height is 11 meters. Okay, then by using formula, determine the time when the ball hit the ground. Okay, so at first glance, ini nampak macam soalan fizik kan? Okay, adalah height lah, adalah inilah, adalah itu kan? Tapi sebenarnya, oh no, warna. I see. Must have missed the page. Okay, so so this is a question. Actually, if you think about it, this is actually from chapter 2, chapter 2, form 4, quadratic equation. Okay, so dia bagi satu equation di sini and it is kuasa 2. So it's quadratic. So find the time when the height is 11. Seolah-olah, okay, cari T bila H sama dengan 11. Okay, it's the same question, cuma dia kasih ubah dalam bentuk K-bar. Ini adalah satu contoh soalan K-bar lah, which is actually, if you think about it, the question is very simple. When H equals to 11, cari T. Okay, dia, so dia macam tu saja. So 11 equals to negative 5t squared plus 15t plus 1. Okay, sorry, question A ya. So 0. Kalau kita mau cari T, ini adalah perkara yang sangat biasa. Either you use EQN or you use the two factorizations, or you use completing the square, or you use formula. Okay, tapi ini sebenarnya langkah dia sangat-sangat basic. Okay, plus 11 minus, plus 1 is going to be minus 10. Okay, sampai di sini, okay, as I said lah, you can always use EQN, and when you use EQN, make sure to show the wayang step. So kalau saya guna EQN, saya akan guna EQN lah sebab saya malas mau faktor. Plus 15 minus 10. So you get x equals to 1 and x equals to 2. But janganlah tulis x. Okay, so T tolak 1 dan T tolak 2. Okay, equals to 0. Okay, T equals to 1, T equals to 2, so T equals to 1, T equals to 2. Just a reminder, ini sampai sini kamu boleh EQN, tapi ini wajib tunjuk especially dalam paper 2. Kalau paper 1 kau tidak kasih tunjuk pun tidak apalah, sebab paper 1 as I said, it is an objective paper. So the answer is the important one. Okay, setiap satu adalah satu markah. Okay, by using the formula given, it's nothing. Determine the time when the ball hit the ground. Ball hit the ground means dia punya height adalah sama dengan 0. Okay, so negative 5t squared plus 15t plus 1 equals to 0. Apa lagi kita kena buat di sini? EQN lagi balik. Okay, this one is probably a strange this one, but let's try. Negative 5, 15, 1. Yeah. Okay, so you will get, determine the time when the ball hits the ground. Hold on, negative 5, 15, and 1. So you will get the strange answer lah. Okay, t equals to negative 0.065 seconds, or t equals to 3.065 seconds. Okay, tiada lah. Ini soalan ni. There's no complicated calculation. It is just a very, very basic understanding. Okay, tapi masalahnya di sini adalah begini. Hanya satu jawapan saja boleh diterima. Okay, and obviously this one will be rejected. Okay, kenapa rejected? Sebab mana ada bahasa negatif. Okay, so ini perbezaan soalan A dan soalan B ya. Soalan A sangat basic, kita terima je dua-dua jawapan. Tapi dalam soalan B, dia menguji kamu satu perkara on top of the basic factorization, which is kamu ada dua masa dan hanya satu sahaja masa yang diterima. Okay, this is the one mark, this is the one mark. Tapi dengan syarat kamu mesti nyatakan kenapa dia reject. Okay, kesilapan murid yang sangat lazim adalah dia akan tulis kedua-dua jawapan, negative 0.065 and t equals to 3.065 seconds. Okay, tanpa mereject salah satu. Terus salah, if you write both the answers down, it will be rejected. Okay, you have to write 3.0652. Okay, Prem tanya, kalau tulis 3.0652 boleh. Joyce, mesti ada unit kah? Tidak perlu, because this is maths, this is not physics. Okay, only physics saja yang macam dia punya selur dalam terlampau ketat, mesti ada unit. Okay, apa yang betul tu Haris? Okay, so that's the difference between A and B. B, you must only write one answer. If you write both answers, automatic out. Okay, dia akan kena reject itu. Sebab kalau kamu tidak menunjukkan this one, 3.1 tak boleh. Okay, as I said before, answers, okay, especially for maths lah, maths should be in at least 2 decimal places. 3.07 I probably would accept, but I have to rujuk dengan schema, because this is not my schema. Ini schema Puan Lim dan saya tidak tertulis dia punya jawapan. So I will ask Puan Lim lah. She may not probably accept 3.1. 3.07 is possible. Okay. Tapi saya punya standard, and as I said, to be safe, always 3 decimal places. Okay. Saya punya standard lah, always 3 decimal places. Okay. I think maybe for you guys it's a little bit more difficult because I teach you physics and maths. So sometimes it's 2 decimal places, sometimes it's 3 decimal places. Okay, it's very, yeah, I know. Okay, but generally physics 2 decimals and maths is 3 decimal places. Kalau belum jawapan akhir 4 decimal places. Okay, circular measure, solution of triangle, itu. Okay, so the reason why we have so many decimal places is because we want the answer to be as accurate as possible. Tidak terlalu jauh daripada range yang diberi. Remember, in the answer scheme, there is a range of answers. If you bundar too early, you will probably run out of the range at your final answer. Okay, this is a very, very common thing. All right, question number 5. A rocket is launched vertically upward from the ground. The distance s meter from the floor after this one is to find the range of time when the rocket is above 15 meters from the ground. Now, at first glance, this looks like the same question as number 4. Kan? The same question as number 4. Cuma, number 4, dia adalah find the time. Quadratic equation. When you have the word, when you have words such as find the range of time, Range of timer means dia punya jawapan mesti ada ini atau ini atau ini atau ini. Okay, when the rocket is above 15 meters from the ground. Now 15 meters from the ground is called S lah. Wow, Spencer baru bangun. Okay, it's called S. So we're looking at S is more than 15. Okay, this is our starting point. Height is 15 meters above the ground. Therefore, kalau saya gantikan, it will be 20t minus 5t squared more than 15. Okay, saya pindah pergi sebelah, I will get negative 5t squared plus 20t minus 15 more than 0. Now, bila kamu sampai ke sini, oleh sebab ini adalah range, kita mesti ada begini. Tada, remember this? Yang ada lidah dan yang ada pipi. Okay, but the thing is, saya mau tahu apa ini dan apa ini. Dan kedua, ini hanya boleh laku kalau kita punya t squared ini adalah positif. This one is very important. Kita hanya boleh guna graf begini kalau dia punya square, the number must be positive. So since our number is negative, we have to do one extra step. Tukar tanda dan tukar arah. You must tukar tanda dan tukar arah. So it will be 5t squared minus 20t plus 15 less than 0. So that kita boleh buat begini. Okay? Ini syarat pemestian. So, then after this is very simple lah. You get the 2t's. Let me see, 5, negative 20, and 15. So you get t equals to 3, t equals to 1. So here is 1, here is 3. Okay, t equals to 3, t equals to 1. So the range, kalau dia less than 0, kita lorek mana? Lidah atau pipi? Okay, less. Less means kita lorek lidah. So kita lorek lidah, jawapan ini adalah 1 less than t less than 3. Okay, begini. Kita punya jawapan akhir. Okay, macam mana kalau, okay, contohlah, kita ulang kaji lah. Yes. Tanya.
Kalau jawapan akhir betul lah kan?
Kalau jawapan akhir betul lah. Kalau tiada graf pun tiada masalah. Ini saya cakap sebab at the same time kita mau ulang kaji untuk paper 2 lah. Okay, now let's say ini bukan less, ini adalah more. Okay, contohlah kita ulang kaji sikit. So you get the same thing, t equals to 1, t equals to 3. Okay, and then you get this one. Okay, sini 1, sini 3. Kalau more, kita lorek PP ya. Okay, lorek PP, your answer will be t is more than 3, t is less than 1. Okay, begini dia punya cara jawapan. So, saya ulang kaji balik. Kalau yang kamu tanda di sini, sini B, sini A. Kalau sini kamu lorek, A less X less B. Okay, kalau kamu punya ini adalah begini, A, sini B, yang kalau lorek adalah ini. Okay, ini adalah less, ini adalah more. Okay, so this one will be X less than A, X more than B. Okay, ini dua bentuk saja. Hanya ada dua bentuk jawapan saja. Okay, at your level. Okay, kalau kamu naik lagi pergi matriculation, ada lagi lah dia punya complicatedness lah. Okay, tapi at your level, let's just remember this. Very simple. Kalau soalan dia minta less, beginilah jawapannya. Kalau dia punya equation minta more, begini jawapannya. Okay, guys, this direction tidak boleh ubah. Saya pernah nampak ni, orang tulis begini tau, B more than X more than A. Ini tak boleh diterima. Walaupun essentially ini dan ini adalah benda yang sama, tapi tak boleh. Okay, definitionally is not correct. So we always stick to less. Okay. But yes, if your final answer is this, dan kau tidak buat pun ini semua, atau kamu punya graf tiada masalah. Sebab ini adalah soalan objektif. Okay, dia tengok jawapan sahaja. Okay, but as I said lah, kita kena belajar ini juga untuk kertas 2. So it's good for us to know this step lah. Alright, number 6. How many ways are there to seat 3 boys and 4 girls in a row of 7 chairs? Ini soalan apa? Okay, dari bab permutation and combination. Obviously permutation combination. So kita mau susun. Okay, now if the two girls are to sit at the end, so we want to pick two girls, okay, two of the girls lah. So let's have 7 places, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here must be girl, here must be girl. This one I don't care. Okay, this one suka hati saya. Okay, now let's consider this. How many ways are there to put a girl over here? This will be 4P1. Because we have 4 girls, we want to pick and place one. Okay, kenapa saya pilih P ya dan bukan C is because kita mau susun. Okay, saya bukan memilih untuk campak saja, no. Okay, saya memilih dan saya mau susun. So because of that, we have to use P. Okay, over here, since ada satu sudah perempuan di sini, tinggal 3 lagi perempuan dan saya pilih 1. Okay. Now, here over here, tidak kisahlah sama ada dia adalah lelaki atau perempuan. So, kita ada berapa? Kalau sudah ada 2 orang sudah terkeluar, that means now we have 2 more girls. So, and we have 5 places. 5 people, 5 places, so this will be 5 factorial. Atau 5p5. Doesn't matter lah. You want to do 5p5 atau 5 factorial pun boleh. Kalau lupa yang last step itu, tolong satu markah kah? Mana satu Hafiz, yang ini kah? This one? Is this the last step you're referring to? Kalau kamu tidak tulis ini, obviously kamu hilang markah sebab ini adalah jawapan akhir. Kalau kau tidak buat ini, tapi kamu buat jawapan begini, okay, betul, kamu akan dapat full marks. Okay, is that what you mean, Hafiz Law? Okay, but coming back to this question, okay, coming back to this question. So if you have these 3, then because dia berlaku serentak, so we multiply. Okay, and you will get the answer 1440. Okay, so jawapan ini adalah automatic 2 marks. If you don't get this answer, then they will look at this lah. Salah satu daripada ini betul adalah 1 mark. Okay, you get 4P1 or 5P5 or 3P1 or even 5 factorial, you get at least 1 mark. Kalau menurut sini lah. 5P5 is 120, man. 5 factorial is also 120, yeah? Times 4 times 3. Yeah, correct. What's the problem, Jeremy? 5P5 is 120 times 4 times 3 is 1440. Betul. Okay, so that's for question A lah. Okay, now question B is a bit more complicated. 3 boys are to sit together. Kita mau susun semua 7 orang, cuma ini 3 orang ni, they must sit together. Okay, so since we have 3 boys, it means we have to pick the 3 and we have to permutate them. Okay, so how will we do this? Okay, I want you to consider this. Let's say there are 7 places over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now if the 3 boys are going to sit together, how many different cases will there be? Okay, so this is case number 1. Okay, 3 boys sit together over here. Okay, I'm going to change colors to show you the different cases now. This is case number 2. The 3 boys sit together over here. So girl, boy, 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 girl, girl, girl. Okay, so how many cases will there be altogether? If you think about it, oh dear. Okay, so this is case number 3. Okay, and then case number 4 over here. Okay, and finally case number 5. So there'll be 5 different cases where the 3 boys can sit together. Obviously, 2 di sini dan 1 di sini langsung tidak masuk akal because they are not sitting together. So we don't want to consider that. Okay, so since there are 5 ways of doing this, okay, we have to consider, let's just consider the first way first lah. Okay, cara yang pertama adalah the 3 boys sit over here, which will be 3 factorial. Okay, or 3p3 lah, up to you lah. Okay, 3p3 or 3 factorial is the same. Okay, 3 factorial times Then the 4 girls will be disusun. So it will be 4 factorial. Susun semua 3 lelaki, susun semua 4 lelaki, perempuan secara berasingan. And because there are 5 different cases where the 3 boys can sit together, we will times everything by 5. Okay, and we will get our final answer 720. So you can write it this way, or 4p4 times 5. Okay, you still get the same answer, 720. Okay, sorry. 2 marks if you get the final answer correct. If you didn't get the final answer, I think this is the one yang akan memberikan 1 markah. You have to identify that there are 5 different cases where the 3 boys can sit together. Five times 3 factorial times 4 factorial boleh. Okay, so Spencer wrote it this way, 5 times 3 factorial, dia kasih kurungkan and then times 4 factorial. It's the same thing, can you get the same answer, 720, no problem. Okay, tapi seperti saya cakap lah, this is paper 1. If you get the final answer correct, you get the full mark. So don't worry about it. Alright, okay, question 7. This is by far, for me lah, okay, by far, this is, I would consider this as a difficult question. It's difficult because the calculation is complicated. Tapi dia bukan soalan kebat. Okay, it is a pretty standard functions question lah. Bagi mereka yang suka bab function, which is nobody, this will be an easy question. But for me, this is a difficult question because dia punya jalan kerja sangat panjang. Okay, so fgx equals to gfx. Find the value of x. So logically, find fgx, find gfx, baru kamu kasih sama. Okay, so that's the step I will take. Find fgx, find gfx, and then 1 equals to 2. Itu saya buat. So, fgx, okay, equals to f, we substitute gx inside, 2x over x minus 1. Now remember, everything yang ada di sini mesti masuk di dalam x ini. So it will be 3, 2x over x minus 1 minus 2. Saya kasih masuk yang di dalam kurungan ke dalam x di dalam f. Okay. Now, after this, okay, because the calculation is very long, so this is the first step lah. Okay. Then the second step will be gfx. Okay, so gfx will be g, saya kasih masuk fx dulu, 3x minus 2. Okay, then saya kasih masuk 3x minus 2 over here, 3x minus 2 over here. So you get 2 times 3x minus 2 over 3x minus 2 minus 1. Okay. Then ini saya kasih sama dengan ini dan saya dapat jawapan x akhir. Okay. Now, I probably don't have the time, okay, to go through all this. But if you have the patience, do the calculation on this. Okay, be careful when you do the simplification. But after you do this, semua kamu akan dapat x equals to negative 5 over 3. This is our final answer. Ini satu markah, ini satu markah, ini satu markah. Okay. Now, there is something else that I want to point out over here lah. Sama kamu perhatikan bagaimana pecahan markah itu diberi. This markah is for the skill of doing composite function. Kau kasih masuk the second function into the first function. Okay. This markah is the same thing. Kamu kasih masuk the composite function, the second function into the first function. Everything else after that, there's no mark. Because it's all this complicated, all this kononnya complicated maths, pindah sini, pindah sana, solve this, solve that kan, tiada markah sebab itu adalah kemahiran tingkatan 3. Okay, yang ini adalah specifically kemahiran at maths. Okay, which actually, if you think about it, you can do one. Kalau kamu tidak buat pun, itu complicated pengiraan. Okay, and you don't get this one, you only lose 1 mark, Okay, so one advice that I will give you is that even if you cannot do the complicated pengiraan, try to aim to do this very simple composite function. Kasih masuk saja. The fact that you can substitute akan melayakkan kamu untuk mendapat 2 markah. 2 out of 3 is better than 0 out of 3. Okay, because ini adalah kemahiran at maths. Okay, so kalau macam, alah, saya tidak pandai macam mana mau kasih simplify ini. Doesn't matter. Okay, because those are actually form 3 skills. Okay lah, yeah lah, it matters lah, but you know, since you're so near to the exam, we want to try to correct as much marks as we can. Okay, so one of the biggest pieces of advice I have for you is, if you are faced with a question and you kind of know what to do, right, just try and do. When you are stuck, then you stop. Okay, because most likely, especially if you have done the first step, most likely you would have gotten some marks, okay, by doing the first step. Okay, perkara-perkara yang kamu pelajari dalam form 3 kan tidak ada markah itu. Sebab itu sepatutnya kamu sudah kuasai lah. Sepatutnya. Okay, I know most people are scared that they will get this wrong. Apa dia akan salah-salah kira terus dia tidak dapat jawapan akhir. But you only lose 1 mark. Okay, janganlah disebabkan kau tidak boleh dapatkan jawapan terakhir kan, terus kamu gadaikan semua. You can still get 2 marks out of 3. And this is what you should be aiming for. Okay, especially those of you yang lemah lah, okay, dalam maths. Okay, question 8. A marble is thrown on the slope. The distances of a marble move in a consecutive few seconds, 3, 9, 15, 21. Okay, this is bab apa? Progression lah. Okay, this is progression. Now, in progression, there are 2 types of progression, AP and GP. Okay, AP is tambah tolak, GP is darab. Okay, darab nombor atau darab pecahan. So, hold on. Oh, okay. Of course, there's an exam going on now, so I don't know whether people got questions for me. Hold on. Okay, so this is obviously AP lah, because 3, 9, 15 ni semua tambah 6, tambah 6, tambah 6. Okay, so our A is 3, our D is 6. Okay, now how far does the marble go in the nth second? Dia tidak bagi nilai n, tapi dia tanya sejauh manakah guli itu bergerak dalam saat yang ke n. Now we know the formula. Formula is Tn, okay, equals to A plus n minus 1 D. So ganti saja. A is 3 plus n minus 1 times 6. Okay, simplify this, you get 3 plus 6n minus 6. So the final answer will be 6n minus 3. Habis. Oh, no. Jangan buat ni hashtag. Sorry. Never do the hashtag. Did I tell you already? Jangan buat hashtag. Kalau kau buat hashtag, satu markah itu. Okay, this is our final answer. 6n minus 3. Okay, this is actually a very easy 3 marks. Cuma, this is also a K-BAT question. So dia bukan rutin. Yang kita biasakan, dia bagi nilai N. Okay. I'm quite sure that some of you, and actually I saw your answers lah. Some of you you're like, you didn't answer this because dia bagi nilai N. Macam mana saya mau tahu? Kan? So I'm like, dia tidak bagi N, tak apalah. So dia bukan cari. Okay, dia in the N second. Means dalam sebutan N. Okay, this question is too simple lah. Okay, it just memerlukan kita untuk berfikir di luar kotak. Okay. Alright, express 0.484848 in the form of a fraction. Now I'm going to show you the long way, and then I'm going to show you the short way. And after I show you the short way, you better not get this question wrong. Okay, so the long way is, this is a repetition, 0.484848. So this will be 0.48 plus 0.0048 plus 0.000048 dan seterusnya. This is a geometric progression di mana A-nya adalah 0.48, dia punya R adalah 0.0048 divided by 0.48. Okay, which will give you 0.01. And because this is perpuluhan berulang, this is a repetitive, it's a repeated decimal. Okay, so we're talking about S infinity. We only use S infinity to do this. So A over 1 minus R. Okay, 0.48 divided by 1 minus 0.01. We will get our final answer, 16 over 33. Okay, so how to get these 2 marks? The 2 marks is sini satu markah, sini satu markah. Okay, ganti semua dengan betul satu markah. Jawapan akhir pecahan termudah is 16 over 33. Okay, now you know why this is 2 marks? Because this is a very simple way to do it on calculator. Kalau kau mau buat di atas calculator kan, kau just tekan saja 0.48484848 at least 10 times. Okay, tekan sama dengan. Okay, so you get 0.48484848 kan. Lepas itu kamu tekan ABC. Bila kau tekan ABC, you will get tada, jawapan akhir. Gitu je pun. Okay, 16 over 33, and that's it. And as I said, this is a paper 1 question. You get the final answer correct, you get the whole thing correct. Okay, so even if kamu tidak buat ini jalan kerja yang panjang dan complicated ini, okay, all you have to do is just write down this, press ABC, and you get the final answer. Okay, 2 very easy marks. Okay, almost all questions yang melibatkan ini kan, kamu boleh jawab. Okay, and this is usually tested in paper 1. Okay, walaupun saya rasa I don't remember seeing this question last year for the advanced paper. I may be mistaken. Okay, but if kalau kamu berdepan dengan soalan ni, jangan lupa. Okay, use the calculator to help you. Okay, given the sum of the first n terms is begini. Okay, now if you are given the formula for Sn and dia bagi dalam bentuk lain daripada yang kamu kenal. Okay, now I know Sn dalam geometric progression is A1 minus R to the power n over 1 minus R bahkan. Okay, if they have already given you this, ini abaikan. Okay, don't need to use this. Because this and this are the same thing, cuma ini sangat lebih mudah. Okay, kesilapan pelajar yang paling lazim, the most common mistake that students like to do is dia mau juga guna ini. Okay, because dia apa ini? Okay, don't. If they have given you a simpler Sn, use the simpler Sn because it's supposed to help you. Okay, A. Find the first term. The first term is S1. Okay, so 3 over 2, 2 to the power of 1 minus 1. How difficult can this be? This answer is just 3 over 2. Gao tip. Okay, find the common ratio. Common ratio a little bit more longer. Okay, so sorry, I need 1 mark. Common ratio, you have to find T2 divided by T1. But you don't have a way to find T2. Okay, so we got to think about this. Now, S1, sorry, sorry, not this. By the way, for those of you who are asking, saya mau jawab sampai soalan 13, so I may exceed the time a little bit lah. Sorry. Okay, so kalau kita susun semua sebutannya begini, T1, T2, T3, T4, blah, blah, blah. So we know that S1 is just this lah. Okay, T1 plus T2 will be S2. T1 plus T2 plus T3 will be S3. So how do I find T2 sahaja? It will be S2 minus S1. Then I get T2 lah. Okay, so S2. When I substitute 2 inside the letter n, you get 2 to the power 2 minus 1. I'll get 9 over 2. So T2 will be 9 over 2 minus 3 over 2. Kan? Sebab S2 adalah T1 campur T2. So T2 saja adalah S2 minus T1. Or minus S1 lah, doesn't matter. Okay, so this one I will get 3. So my R will be 3 divided by 3 over 2, which will give me 2. Okay, so dari segi kesukaran soalan, This question is actually not difficult, cuma kalau kamu tidak ingat dia punya step, then it is a little bit more jalat lah. Okay, but this is the basic understanding we have of the S1, S2, S3 and how to count the individual terms. Okay, all right. Now, if any question at all lah, okay, kalau ada apa-apa soalan, this I would consider to be one of the more difficult questions. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm going to exceed the time a little bit. So this I would consider to be, saya akan kira ini sebagai soalan yang agak sukar sebab, sorry Spencer, saya tidak tahu ni, kau cakap apa ni? 1 lebih X equals to 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so log 9m equals to X and you're given log root 3, sorry, cube root, okay, of n equals to y. Alamak. Sio. Okay. Okay, of n equals to y. Tapi, dia suruh kita ungkapkan square root of m over n to the power of 9. Dia ada log pula di sini. Okay, which is a very strange thing lah. Like, okay, kenapa dia ada log ni? Now, if you are given like this, but the question asks you to ungkapkan tanpa log, which means that you have to change this into index form. Which means that m equals to 9 to the power of x and n equals to sorry, I'm sighing because this is okay, cube root to the power of y. Okay, just to imbas kembali lah. Okay, n equals to a to the power of x. So this is logs. This is index form. Log form will be log a n equals to x. Okay, pertukaran antara ini dan ini ya. Okay, mesti kita kuasai. And this is not in the formula. Okay, tiada dalam senarai formula, mesti kamu tahu. Okay, you have to know this by heart. If you don't know this kan, then memang this soalan out sudahlah. Okay, so for those of you who are still masih bertahan dengan saya, okay, just tahanlah. Okay, I'm going to simplify this a little bit because this is a little bit this one. So, cube of this one is actually 3 kuasa 1/3. Okay, this is index this one. So this is what makes this question a little bit more difficult because you're kind of combining everything. Both indices and log tergabung dalam soalan ini. Okay, which makes this question, I will consider this question to be a difficult question. Okay, because you have to remember everything and then only you can even start to do this. So this will be 3 to the power of 1 over 3 y. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. So, then I can do this. Since m is 9 to the power of x, so 9 to the power of x square root over n is this. 3 to the power of 1 over 3y times, to the power of 9. Okay, now since there is a root over here, so I can do 9 to the power of half x. Yeah, 9 to the power of half x. Correct. Okay. Over, ini kalau saya darab, saya akan dapat 3 to the power of 3y. Tapi the problem is ada 9. Okay, so we need to change this to 3 to the power of 2. Okay, to the power of half x over 3 to the power of 3y. Okay, so this will give me 3 to the power of x over 3 to the power of 3y. Now, since this is divide, okay, our final and last step will be 3 to the power of x minus 3y. This is my, sorry, no hashtag. This is the final answer. Okay, 3 to the power of x minus 3y. Okay, I can literally hear you all complaining already. Yeah, this is a difficult question. Okay, it is a difficult question because dia melibatkan all this complicated pengiraan. Okay, so let me see ya. Pemecahan markahnya adalah sini satu markah, sini satu markah. Either one of this, okay, satu markah, and then the final answer is 1 mark. Okay, it's 4 marks. So if you ganti dengan betul, you get 1 mark each. If you change one of these betul, you get 1 mark, and then the final answer is 1 mark. Because all of this, okay, is stuff that you have learned in Form 3. Once again, okay, stuff that you've learned in Form 3, so there's no mark over there. Okay, all right, so next question. Okay, solve the equation cos 2x plus sin x minus 1 equals to 0 for this. Okay, cos 2x. Now, since ada sin x di sini, so I want to change this cos 2x, so kita akan gunakan formula yang melibatkan sin. So, it will be 1 minus 2 sin squared x plus sin x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so this will give me minus 2 sin squared x plus sin x equals to 0. If I factorize out the sin x, I'll get negative 2 sin x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so then kita ada, there is 5 answers to this lah. The first situation is sin x equals to 0. So sin x equals to 0, and there are 3 angles where sin x equals to 0. X equals to 0, 180, 360. Okay, so 3 jawapan. Kita mesti melibatkan 360 ya, because dia ada tanda sama dengan. Okay, all 3 correct, 1 markah. Yeah, I know. Okay, this one, kau kasi masuk cos 2x, this is 1 mark. All 3 correct is 1 mark. So the next one is negative 2 sin x plus 1 equals to 0. So sin x equals to half. Okay, sin x equals to half. Sin positive, we're talking about quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Okay, so the basic angle will be x equals to 30. So quadrant 1 is 30 degrees, quadrant 2 will be 150 degrees. This is 1 mark. So you must have all 5 answers to qualify for 3 marks. Okay, so but as I said lah, the basic first step is biasanya kita kasih sama dia punya trigonometric function. Kalau semua cos, semua cos. Kalau semua sin, semua sin. Tidak boleh ada cos dan sin bercampur. Okay. All right, last question. Last question before we end for the day. And I purposely want to end with this question because this is a totally brainless question. Okay, like you don't even need any brains to think about this. Okay, the statements above show 2 equations of straight lines PQ and ST which are perpendicular to one another. Okay, whenever you see the word perpendicular is the first gradient times the second gradient equals to -1. Dan kalau kamu lihat ini, this is the gradient and this is the gradient. Therefore, m plus 3 darab dengan n equals to -1. Question is express m in terms of n. Maksudnya m equals to yada 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 yada. Ini yang saya mau. Okay, so this will be mn plus 3n. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to multiply it in. Because saya mau n saja. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to move the n across. Okay, I'm going to move the n across. So m plus 3 equals to -1 over n. So my final answer is m equals to -1 over n minus 3. Done. Okay, that's it. Oh no, sorry, cannot write the hashtag. I always forget about this. Jangan tulis hashtag. Okay, tada, ini saja jawapannya. Okay, ini pun 3 markah. Can you imagine? What kind of nonsense is this kan? It's like too simple. Okay, so we will do part 2 next Monday on this same paper lah. Okay, but so far, I hope that you can, I know that I know that you need to relax and do all this, but try not to relax too much lah. Okay, just try to answer at least the first 13 questions. Okay, cuba imbas kembali. This one. -1 -3 n over n. Okay, if your answer is sorry. It's a good question from Prem though. So -1 -3 n over n 10. Boleh. Saya terima. This or this lah, the same form. Okay. Asalkan jawapannya adalah M sama dengan bla 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 bla. Okay. M on one side, N on the other side. Boleh, saya terima. Okay. So as I said before, take some time over the weekend, go and practice these 13 questions. Okay, just this one. And then I will see you all in the next class. Okay, in the next class, I will finish question number 14 until question number 25. Okay.